a great leader is elected to office, the greatness and beauty of governance will reach everyone. Governor Alex Otti of Abia State in Nigeria as a case study. Governor Alex Otti of Abia State in the southeast part of Nigeria is the reigning champion right now in Nigeria's political arena. He does not need any introduction because his good works in Abia State speak for themselves. He is a governor who is bold enough to change the terrible situation of his state, which past corrupt leaders put the state into before they left office. Governor Alex Otti should be commended for the good job he has done so far in Abia State. Especially the recent bill he signed into law that makes it impossible for past governors of Abia State and their deputies who only served their state for a period of 4 or 8 years as governors to collect huge pension allowances on a monthly basis, while those who served Abia State for over 40 years collect peanuts on a monthly basis, if at all their pension allowances would be paid. This new law has ended the extortion of Abia State money, which is a plus for the people of the state. We cannot speak about Governor Alex Otti's great works without mentioning Professor Nena Otti, who made it possible for him to be the governor of Abia State, despite all the bribes she was offered so that she could change the governorship election result, which she rejected and called the election results as people voted. This singular action of Professor Nena Otti is the reason the people of Abia State are enjoying right now, which is great. Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State may likely be a one-term governor because of his inability to carry the people of his state along. Wisdom is gradually eluding Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State. Information reaching Viewers Corner news from our correspondent in Awka, Nigeria, revealed that Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State allegedly refused to engage in some projects because of political affiliation, meaning that if those projects are built, some members of the opposition would benefit from them, hence, he is ignoring those projects. We regard this attitude as bitterness in politics, which is absolutely bad. Our correspondent also learned that Governor Charles Soludo is planning to invite the Nigerian military in Anambra State for reasons known to him. Now hear our point on this issue. If the services of the Nigerian military are transparent and sincere, then there is nothing wrong with it. But with the information going around that has given the Nigerian military a bad name, it would not be in the best interest of the people of Anambra State to have them come in the state. This is the truth, take it or leave it. Again, if Governor Charles Soludo knows his job well enough, he does not need to invite the military to the state because, in the end, they are going to cause more harm than good. So it is better for Governor Charles Soludo to stop such an action of his. Instead, he should make an alternative arrangement on how he is going to get things sorted out nicely. Since Governor Charles Soludo became the governor of Anambra State, his leadership has not favored the people of Anambra State properly. Professor Charles Soludo has a good profile, but he lacks the wisdom to govern the people of his state, and this may likely cause him to lose his second tenure as governor of his state. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu's detention is long overdue. It is time to set him free. Some Nigerians who committed the worst offense and were at some point detained have regained their freedom. The law court in Nigeria has asked the government of Nigeria to set Mr. Nnamdi Kanu free, but up until today, he is still being detained, which is not right. Based on this, the Viewers Corner news team is calling on the government of Nigeria to let him go. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu is only a freedom fighter who is only speaking against the injustice given to the people of the Southeast and others too. We believe that the government of Nigeria would not like anything to happen to him in their custody. So it is better for the government of Nigeria to let him go. If the Boko Haram members and all those bandits in the northern part of Nigeria, including some Nigerian politicians who committed unimaginable crimes, can be pardoned, then Mr. Nnamdi Kanu also deserves to regain his freedom. Again, the government of Nigeria should set Mr. Nnamdi Kanu free, let him go, please. President Putin of Russia has recently delivered 25 tons of wheat to Burkina Faso. as he promised during the Russia-Africa summit. President Putin and his country, Russia, are well liked throughout Africa. Russia has also shown real commitment and partnership towards the people of Africa, not because of any financial gains, but because they want countries on the continent of Africa to be fully independent so that they can stand on their feet without any interference from the West or the United States of America. Russia is rich, just like countries on the continent of Africa, and they hate to see the resources of Africa being stolen by the West. This is the main reason President Putin is speaking out for Africa. Again, there are so many displaced people on the continent of Africa as a result of the war, which is being sponsored by the West, as alleged that they would be stealing the natural resources of those countries in Africa. These are well-known facts that contribute to why some honest leaders on the continent of Africa are saying enough is enough. Again, when the Russia-Africa summit was held some time ago in Russia, President Putin promised to send to Burkina Faso tons of wheat to assist the country's food shortage, and he has just fulfilled the promise. But other Western countries that were in Burkina Faso for so many years before the military asked them to leave the country were busy extracting the natural resources of Burkina Faso and taking them away without thinking of the people of Burkina Faso, which is bad. Now France is out of Burkina Faso, and other countries are going to chase them out too so that peace can come to the continent. The Nigerian Labour Congress may be missing the point on minimum wage issues. Increasing the minimum wage as requested by the Nigerian Labour Congress would be like a situation where a huge amount of money would be chasing a few available goods in the market. The huge amount of money being demanded by the Nigerian Labour Congress is good, but it would hurt the people of Nigeria more. Rather, we are appealing to the Nigerian Labour Congress to work more on how the government can bring down the prices of commodities in Nigeria, and at the same time encourage local production of food items. Again, if Nigerians can have a variety of commodities to buy at affordable prices, then we believe that the little money in their possession would go a long way in making a difference. But if you get a huge amount of money as a salary without enough food in the market to buy, then you will discover that the money will still not be enough for you. Hence, we are calling on the Nigerian Labour Congress to re-examine their demands in the best interest of the people of Nigeria. The International Monetary Fund (IMF) and World Bank should reduce their interference in third world countries because their advice has not helped them much. We have seen countries on the continent of Africa who took whatever advice the IMF and the World Bank gave them. Today, most of those countries are struggling to see how they can get out of the trap that the IMF and the World Bank pushed them into when they borrow money to run the economies of their various countries. The interest rate is too high for them to pay, compared to other countries in the world. The IMF and the World Bank give conditions that are completely not conducive for them to handle. Look at Nigeria, for example. The leadership of the country took whatever advice the IMF and the World Bank gave them. And today the country is completely messed up. Hence, we are appealing to the World Bank and the IMF to leave Nigeria and other third world countries to manage the affairs of their various countries on their own. Again, the IMF and the World Bank should stop lending money to third world countries because this borrowed money is not reaching the poor people of the country. Instead, it is being shared among the leaders of those countries, which is so sad. If you want more in-depth analysis on politics and good governance, subscribe to Viewers Corner News and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks for watching.